Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I've got something amazing. I sound like one of those TV commercials, but this is a really impressive little big boy toy. It's what it is. It's the QFX. You've heard that name before. Model PD-43. It's called a multifunction video speaker. And it does a lot of things. And you won't believe the price. We'll get to that later. So there it is. It gives you kind of a size of it right there. And it comes with this carrying strap I was using to prop it up. And I'll put that back down there to get it angled a little better. And it comes with, unbelievable, it comes with this headset. Because it's also a digital recorder. Amazing. So, let me turn it on and get it to the main menu. Yeah, look at that big screen. And that is cool. Look at that. Now, this is not showing up very well on my camera. I tried to get the lighting better, but it doesn't show up very well. The resolution is pretty high. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's about what your average computer will have. And the background is blue with it looks like it's a piece of velvet or something. And then these are the icons of things you can do. Now, it's not touchscreen. That kind of fooled me for a few seconds. No, it's not touchscreen. So you have to use the buttons down here to select an item, one of the many functions. Let's go through the functions real quickly. Movie, it will play movies. And I'll show you one. I'll show you a fabulous movie. Well, actually, it's one of my YouTube videos. It will play music files. I think it will play MP3 files and WMV files. It has an FM radio. It will record, as I mentioned before. I haven't determined if it will record internally from the FM radio. I don't think it will. If it does, I'll put a note down below this video if I find that out. It will show you photos, so it'll do a slideshow. It will read text files. It says ebooks, but it will read text files. Now, I'll let you see what the one drawback is when I get to that. And then there's an Explorer program, like Windows Explorer, so that you can see what's on one of the storage devices. You can use either a USB drive here, which plugs in the side. There's the USB port, and there's the mic port, the mic I showed you. And then there's a little opening, I think it's a reset button. And then on this side is the on-off button and the charger, the USB charger port. And that's it. That's all the things that are on the side. I stand corrected. And on the bottom is where you can put in a micro SD card instead of having one of these big things hanging out. Because the micro SD slots, you push it in and it's recessed, so it's not sticking out like this would be sticking out. I just use this for this illustration because it was handy and it had all those types of files on it. So those are all the functions. You've got a numeric keypad down here. You've got movie mode, music mode, radio, photo, record, a menu button, and then go back button, play button, forward and backwards button, and then the volume controls are these two buttons on the end. You've got lots of buttons. So you can get to these items by the buttons instead of having to go back to this menu screen. So we're going to plug in, and I'll probably start playing immediately, this dongle, because I've got it turned on. Maybe not such a good idea. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So it didn't. Well, that's good. Oh, yeah, it did. Remote controlling the radio. We're just going to do a quick show. Yeah, I can't do a good show anymore. Of the functions that are on the remote. A lot of functions on the remote. Okay, we can go back. Okay, we went back and it shows all the files on this drive, actually all the video files on this drive. And we can go back again. I'm learning how to use this menu system. It took me a while, especially since I was trying to use this as a touchpad. I'm like, touchpad doesn't work, send it back. Okay. So there's the movies. You can watch movies. You can put, you can download videos from YouTube. You can download videos from the internet. You can have your own videos, whatever. And it will play the videos. I don't know. I don't think it says, it doesn't say much about formats. I don't know how many formats it will play of videos. Now, see, it doesn't say. So you just have to experiment. I don't remember what the format of that one was. I think it just told me. Let's see. Let's go to Explore. So we'll use these buttons here to move around on these menu items, since it doesn't have a touchpad. Okay, we'll go to Explorer, and we want to select this. Says there's a USB drive, so we'll select that. And then now it's showing me all the things that are on this USB drive that it recognizes. And so let me see if I can find, let me go down here and see if I can find my show. Because I do shows in different formats. Okay, that's in MP4 format, so we can at least read MP4. And then let's go back. Buttons are kind of small, but it's a small device. What do you want? Oh gosh. Let me go back. Now, so we did movie, let's do music. So we'll go up to and select music. We'll hit play. And it's playing music. Turn the volume down. Oh boy. And it gets loud. Turn this down. So this is an MP3 file I got off the YouTube free library. And it's got it's got this cool, I wish my camera could pick up what I'm seeing better. This is really nice, but it's not showing up too much very good on my camera. But anyway, there's an equalizer output. Shows you where it's at on that particular recording, and how long the recording is, and how many recordings are on the stick, which are 6. This is one of 6. And then you can go down and select which one you want to play. Unbelievable. You can also change the equalizer. Right now it's showing that the equalizer is set to normal. You can change that. I haven't tried that yet, but you can do that. Let me just try menu while in this mode. Okay, I brought up some other things up here, like fast forward, go to the next track, and stuff like that. So that's what came up when I hit menu, right here. Then it goes back. So there's the menu items. Now, let's go back to the main menu. Okay, we're back to the main menu. It's still playing that file. Oh well. Let's go to radio. So again, I have to scroll over to the radio. And then I have to hit play. Now it's going to play the radio. Now the screen went blank. This is interesting because in the settings, you can set how long the screen stays on before it goes blank. Apparently that doesn't apply to the radio, and maybe there is an individual settings when you have the radio on for how long the backlight stays on. Naturally, you don't want to leave the backlight on too long because it's going to suck the power right out of that battery. Let me just, since we mentioned the word battery, I'm going to go look and see what kind of battery that it comes with. It's built-in battery. I don't know if you can change it or not. I haven't gotten that far. Where's the specs? Here's the specs. Battery, 1,500 milliamp hours. 1,500 milliamp hours. So it's much bigger than most of these types of radios. And of course, the reason being is it's got this huge display it's got to drive. So that's what. And it says working time for amplified sound is 2 to 3 hours. Working time for playing music, 3 to 4 hours. Recharging battery hours. Recharging battery hours. 8 to 10 hours to recharge it. Oof. Working time for playing video, 4 to 5 hours. So that kind of gives you an idea. Again, you want to keep this display off when you've selected something and you just want to set it down. Of course, if you're watching a movie, you're going to have to leave the display on and to see the movie. So let's go back and see it didn't go off. I have it. Oh boy, it doesn't want to stay on very long in that mode. I haven't had it auto-find frequencies yet. Actually, I did. And let me see. Let me venture forth here and see if I can figure out how to tune it. Okay, we go back to radio, and then let's try this button. Okay, there we go. I got the volume way down. So there's an FM station, and I've got to quickly stop that. Okay, hush. Okay, let's go back to menu. Let's go back to menu. Turn that off. There we go. Whew. I don't want to be playing any music on here. Okay, so we've done movie, music, radio, record. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look into that more. Photos. Okay, let's move the cursor over to photos. And we'll hit play. And there's a photo, one photo I put on there. I don't remember what it was. So we'll hit play. Oh, you kind of can't tell what that is. But what that is a capture I did off of one of my software-defined radios of a picture coming down from a NOAA weather satellite. I captured that picture as it passed overhead. It wasn't a very good picture to begin with, but it shows up pretty good on here. Yeah, let's go back. So you can go through photos. If you have a number of them, it'll do a slideshow. Let's go back to the main menu and see if we've covered everything. Ebooks. Okay, now I'm going to show you ebooks and show you the shortcomings. So let's go over to that one, and I'll select that. And I've got a book in here. I got one book. It's not really a book, it's just some text. And I'm going to play that. So there it is. Now, of course, it's hard to see on my webcam, but this is a listing of combined shortwave broadcast schedule. And it is much longer or wider than the screen, so this thing is wrapping the text around. So you have to keep in mind any text you want to view on this, and I'll have to find out how many characters across this is, but you have to limit it to that many characters, or otherwise it's going to wrap around, which is done on this. This is probably 80 characters wide, and the screen is maybe 40, I'm guessing. But it does show it. And it shows down here the file name and what page I'm on. I'm on page 1 of 2,972. What happens if I hit play? It's got a pause button there. What happens if I hit play? Oh, nothing. Okay. So I can scroll probably. Again, it's kind of hard to read because it's not formatted right. Yeah. So there it is scrolling. And it's very easy to read. Even with my poor eyes, I can read this very easily, except for the fact that it's not formatted and it's too wide. So let's go back. I think I've just about covered everything. Let's go back one more. Explorer, we covered that. Settings, there's a bunch of settings like the equalizer. You can set the equalizer, you can set the backlight. Let's just go over there quickly and I'll just show you some of those. So we can set the language. We can set the background style, what this picture looks like. Let's just scroll through that. Let's go down and okay, there's different backgrounds. Not really that much difference. Okay, so you have different backgrounds. The backlight, now this is where you can set the backlight brightness. It's at max right now. You can set the backlight off timer, and I've set it to never, but as you saw when it was in the radio mode, it had its own timer apparently. And then you can set the volume to start with, which right now is set to 2 because I've adjusted it. And then you can do a factory reset in case you mess something up. So that's it. I think I've covered everything. Pretty cool little device. Got a pretty good size speaker. That sound is very good and very loud. And then these little clip tees is what the this thing attaches to, strap. It does not have a kickstand, so it's either going to be like this or it's going to be flat, unless you have your own little stand. I'm amazed. Now, all this, and guess what the price is? Okay, I'm going to pause while you guess. No, it's not $50. Nope, it's not $35. It's not even $25. It's $15 on Amazon. 15. I mean, I had $15 worth of enjoyment just learning how to use it. Pretty cool. You got to get one of these. Again, it doesn't have shortwave. It's only FM. It doesn't even have AM. It's only FM. But you can watch my videos on this on the fly. You know, you can crank, you can load. Oh, I just kicked the microphone. I always got to kick at least the microphone or the camera on every show I do. I don't know why it is. But what I was saying is you could download all my YouTube videos on a thumb drive like this and take this with you when you go to the doctor, which I do quite often. And you're sitting there waiting for your turn. It's amazing. You have to schedule an appointment for a doctor, and yet you can sit there. The last doctor appointment I had, I sat there for 2 hours. Wow, it was the mistake I made is I scheduled an afternoon appointment. I never do that, and somehow I did that, probably because that was always available. And what happens, of course, is during the day, those doctors, they get backed up, and so you have to wait. So I always try to schedule the first appointment in the morning. Now, I've seen things that said, you don't want to schedule the first appointment because the doctor's not going to be awake. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, how did I get off on that? You ought to get one. What a cool little toy. It's amazing. I can't say anything more about it in that it's amazing. $15. I have it in my Amazon store. I don't know how long they're going to last. I just put it in this morning, and it said only 3 left. Now, I don't know what that means. Is there really only 3 left, or they're just trying to hoax you in or coax you into buying one? I don't know. $15. Get one. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.